again, for 16, 17, and 18 on the scientific notation worksheet, this just says using your calculator. Perform the following calculations and round your answer to 2 decimal places. So scientific notation, it says use your calculator. So you just have to be able to put this into your calculator. And sometimes it's not quite what you would expect when you put it in your calculator. So if we take a look at number 16, we're doing 9.41 times 10 to the 12th times 2.7722 times 10 to the negative 5th. So when we put this into our calculator, we're going to put a button that says EE in place of times 10 to the. So when I put this in my calculator, and you can practice putting this in your calculator as we go through it, I'm going to do 9.41, and then the EE button on a graphing calculator, if you look where the comma is, there's a blue EE right up above. If you have one of my calculators, it's right up above the x to the minus 1 button. But because it's in blue, we have to hit the second button. So we're going to do second EE, and it pops up with this E. That E takes into account, that is times 10 to the. So now I can just put in 12. That's how we put scientific notation into our calculator. So 9.41 E12, and then I'm multiplying by 2.7722 second E negative 5. And then you can just hit enter. Now, that's a big number, so we need to put that in scientific notation. If you use one of my calculators, it might automatically put it in scientific notation for you. So here's practice with scientific notation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need to move the decimal over 8 times. 2.61 times 10 to the 8. Based on this big number, should this exponent be positive or negative? If it's a big number, positive. Right? Big numbers have positive exponents. So this is just practicing putting it in your calculator. So the second one, you're multiplying again. So see if you can put 17 in your calculator. Just use that EE button to put it in your calculator and see what you get. 4.856. So this is what it looks like when you put it into your calculator. You just have that E, and then you have the exponent. Notice for the second number, it's E negative 4, because in the problem here, the exponent's negative 4. We hit enter. Again, we have a big number here. So put this in scientific notation. The decimal's at the end because it's a big number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 9.71 times 10 to the 6th. The reason I'm only using 3 numbers is because it says round to 2 decimal places. So really we're doing 3 significant figures for this. And then the last one, you're adding. There's no difference except instead of doing times, you're just adding the numbers. So see if you can put 18 into your calculator and see what you get for that. So you could choose to put this in scientific notation. Because it said 2 decimal places, technically we should. If you didn't, I wouldn't take points off. You could do 0.0016, right, if you want to keep it to 2 significant figures. 3 significant figures, you would make it 160. So again, the point of looking at this was to make sure that you can put numbers into put scientific notation numbers into your calculator, because you're going to have to be using a lot of numbers in scientific notation when we're doing a lot of different conversions. So as you go through and as you practice with this, just make sure you can put this in your calculator. If you're ever getting something different and you're working in class, please just let me know, and then we can make sure that, that you get it figured out.